Okay, so just going off of my last video, this is not part one. This is just a brief synopsis of everything that's transpired since I was sexually assaulted while being under anesthesia at Vixen Plastic Surgery in Miami, Florida. I'm begging any female that this has also happened to, if you've gone to the hospital, if you made a police report, if you had a rape kit performed, please private message me, please DM me, please let me know about your experience, because Miami Police Department is blocking this. So I went to go have surgery September 2025 at Vixen Plastic Surgery. I have proof of all of this. I've documented every phone call, every text message between me and the detectives, every email between me and the detectives, every email between me and my surgeon. I have proof of everything. I video recorded them performing the rape kit. I video recorded every single phone call in case the detectives, Detective Jasmine Diaz, Cortelia Jasnia, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Sergeant Cortelia, Lieutenant Matt Reyes. If any of them want to lie and say that this did not, I recorded every single thing because they were investigating. Up to 4 days ago, the Miami Police Department was investigating my rape kit, investigating my sexual assault, my sexual battery, whatever it falls under, and they decided to close out the investigation. Even though the rape kit came back positive and they found semen in my cervix less than 4 hours after I had came out of surgery. I experienced so much sexual trauma to my throat that the hospital, well, not the hospital, Vixen Plastic Surgery, if you ever had your cosmetic procedure done there, you know it's not a hospital, it's an actual building. It's like doctor's offices, and you actually have your surgery performed in a doctor's office. That was the first red flag. But when they released me, I was still under anesthesia, which is against the law. Anything could have happened to me. I was still under anesthesia. They refused to let my wife enter the building. She had to wait for me outside for them to bring me downstairs in a wheelchair. I woke up to them pulling on the straps of my faja, these two little short Hispanic ladies pulling on the straps of my faja and just violently throwing me in the wheelchair and rolling me out the building to my wife. I felt like when I came to, as they were putting me in the wheelchair, I literally immediately started crying because I felt like I had been pushed off the top of a building, and my private areas hurted, excruciating pain in my private areas, which was odd to me because I didn't have any cosmetic surgery below the waist. I didn't have a BBL. I went in there for 360 liposuction in the breast lift, but I ended up just getting a 360 lipo, and nothing was below the waist. And I remember trying to tell the ladies, hey, stop, hold on. I remember trying to articulate that how much pain I was in. I flipped out mentally because I could not speak. And every time I went to speak, it felt like I was going to swallow a piece of my neck. Every time I went to speak, it felt like I was going to swallow a piece of my neck, and I was in excruciating pain. I later found out that that piece of meat that I felt like I kept feeling like I was going to swallow every time I spoke was my uvula, which had been partially detached due to the sexual trauma I experienced in my throat. I had to have my uvula removed literally less than 72 hours after going under one surgery. I had to go into another surgery due to the sexual trauma I experienced under that first surgery at Vixen Plastic Surgery. They wrote me out. My wife put me in the car because she didn't know what else to do. She took me back to the Airbnb. 4 hours. It took me 4 hours to fully come out of anesthesia. It took me 4 hours. 4 hours after I came off of anesthesia, I went to Jackson Memorial Hospital in Miami. I have proof of all of this. Roxy Bolton, the rape center, came over and did a rape kit on me due to the consistency of my injuries. The rape kit came back positive. Miami Police Department took the rape kit from Roxy Bolton Rape Center and refused to let Roxy Bolton Rape Center give me a copy of my rape kit. I've never heard of this. Miami Police Department stated on recorded video that they had a testing center within the police department, and that's where my rape kit was and was going to stay until the end of the investigation. They refused to give me a copy of the positive rape kit. They kept telling me, oh, don't let the doctor know that you reported him or that you have a positive rape kit, because he can try to leave the country. He can start maneuvering to protect himself if he knows that you know They told me that in less than 3 days after they told me not to say anything, they went and told my doctor, Dr. Valadares, that he was being investigated for a sexual battery, which shocked me. They kept telling me not to hire an attorney. They kept telling me, all of this is recorded. They kept telling me not to hire an attorney. They kept telling me not to say anything to the doctors. They kept telling me not to say anything to anyone because it could impede on the investigation. Like a dummy, me expecting the justice system to actually get me justice. I followed their instructions. I didn't reach out to anybody. I didn't say anything to the surgeon, all for them to go behind my back and do it themselves. They decided to close out my case, and they told me that I would not be able to get a copy of the investigation file until a month from now. So the end of May or beginning of June, I won't be able to even know what they put in my file, and that's why I'm so happy I documented everything. But I'm bringing awareness to this because I sat around for the better half of 7 months waiting on the Miami Police Department to do their job and to get me justice, and putting my hope in this corrupt justice system and these corrupt cops and the Special Victims Unit at the Miami Police Department. So now I'm coming to TikTok praying that the algorithm do what it needs to do, like that the algorithm gets this to the right people. Please repost this video as many times as you can. Please, like, bring awareness to this. Please, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what to do. If any woman has experienced sexual trauma or sexual assault at the hands of Vixen Plastic Surgery, please connect with me. Please tell me your story. Like, as many people come forward, hopefully we can, like, get justice for not only myself, but the girls who came before me, and any girl that might come after me, because the fact that you were bold enough to climb on top of me and not use protection while I was under anesthesia, I'm sorry. The fact that you were bold enough to climb on top of me and not use protection, so much to the fact that they found semen in my cervix, and I had to have my uvula removed due to the trauma that happened to my throat, that the doctor said that my airway was so inflamed that it was the size of a shoelace. The fact that you were bold enough to do that to me while I was unconscious lets me know that I'm not the first female that this has happened to, and I won't be the last. So if you guys have anybody out there who has had surgery at Vixen Plastic Surgery and has experienced sexual trauma or anything along them lines, please reach out to me. I will go into detail into a multi-part series on my personal experience, from checking in to them strapping me down to this like torture type table. They strapped me down like this, to waking up from surgery, to getting back to my Airbnb and coming out of anesthesia, to going to the hospital and everything I experienced at the hospital, to getting a call at the end of October telling me that the rape kit came back positive. Everything. I will go into detail about everything, to the doctor, to my surgeon trying to convince me to come back to his office so that he can touch me more. I have screenshots, recordings, everything of all of this. You guys, please help me.